Welcome back, everybody, to Stony Creek Revival, to our channel. So this is going to be the 10th installment, maybe 11 if you count our origin story, for this Blondes, Baseball, and Beer album or CD release that we've had. And we want to just say, first of all, thank you, everybody who's been watching our videos and has gone along for the ride. This will be the last one. And so there's going to be other developments that are going to be coming up later on. We could talk about those maybe a little bit afterwards. But in the meantime, now to go into our last song, we're going to have my brother Gordon.
All right, so in the very beginning, we talked about Big Johnny Cash. And I said that there was more about this song. And here we are at the end of the album. We have Turkey Mclash. Why? Why is there a Big Johnny Cash and Turkey Mclash? In the mid-'70s, my Uncle Walt established a relationship with a DJ that was very prominent in the Sacramento region by the name of Joey Mitchell. In fact, he was very, very popular. He was a big deal for a time. In fact, he was called the King of Country Radio. He worked for Sacramento's KRAK,
The Crack Corral of country music.
That's crap radio, as our cousin Bob used to say. And he sent all these, these poems to the DJ, and he liked them, especially Blondes, Baseball, and Beer. But he cautioned Uncle Walt about Big Johnny Cash. He said, boy, this could get you into trouble. Excuse me. Walt, perhaps you should, back off a little bit on the Johnny Cash part of it. So he rewrote it as Turkey Mclash. It's always seemed odd, I know. Always seemed odd to me that, that would be a big deal. But Steve Cook has cautioned us on several little things about being sued.
We live in a litigious society, but John Carter and Roseanne, if these ever get back to you, Uncle Walt is dead, and we don't have any money.
We got that.
And just remember, large print will giveth, the small print will taketh away.
What the heck? Okay.
All right, very good. You don't talk much, but when you do, gems come out. So he wrote it to Turkey Mclash, and it's the same music, and that was kind of fun. We recorded it also, and just okay versions because, of course, we were dealing with cassettes back in the 70s. But when we came to the album, it's the same song, and we thought, do we just eliminate it? That was seriously considered. But I really thought, no, this is part of Uncle Walt's story, and it's kind of funny, that he felt he had to rewrite a song so he wouldn't get sued. So we knew we couldn't go with the same music. It would be too redundant. And so we tried it, we tweaked it here. We tweaked it there.
Tweak of this, tweak of that.
And
however, we are not tweakers, just for the record.
Thank you. And so I went home. Thank you. Another gem. And so I went home and I brainstormed the thing, and I still wanted that boom chicka boom feel that was needed to be part of this song. And suddenly it came to me like a bolt of lightning. Boom! Because there was a song that's near and dear, especially to Mark and I's hearts, by Jerry Reed called "She Got the Gold Mine, I Got the Shaft," and it has a peculiar rhythm. That's the foundation of the song, and I thought, you know what, I can kind of borrow from that rhythm. Did it with my brother, and he said, you know what, that one works. Mark comes in, he tweaks the drumming a little bit. We borrow actually the intro drum you'll hear from one of the earlier, slower versions.
Studio hijinks took place.
Yes, but this time Mark knew about it.
It's the magic.
We knew we were on thin ice with Big in Nashville.
Mess with me once, that's it.
So we wanted to honor the original, but we wanted this new one to have its own sonic space. Sort of like the original Godzilla movie. Godzilla's original one was made in 1954. And it starred Raymond Burr, also known later on as Perry Mason.
And Ironside.
And Ironside. Thank you. Very good knowledge. And of course, that one was done in black and white, and it was a serious.
Of course, he had a secret, but that's
Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Matthew. We have secrets too. So everyone's
not
got
that one.
Not that one. But we have secrets, studio secrets. What goes on in the studio oftentimes stays in the studio, Mark.
As most musicians know.
And so, that was a great movie. And especially Matthew and I, we were great monster movies, Godzilla fans.
Godzilla versus Bambi. We waited up to 1 a.m. for that. But that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, that is. It has no relation to this song. However, Son of Godzilla, made in 1967, made in color, completely different thing, but still it had the same feel.
So the first one was in black and white, and the second one was in color?
Yep, it was. Thank you for noting that difference. And so that's what I wanted with this song. So that's what we have. We have Big Johnny Cash, and we have Son of Big Johnny Cash in Turkey Mclash. And so we hope you enjoy that. Any other insights, you guys?
What's going to happen next is that we're going to play 10 jazz songs that I recorded. These guys are not included for the most part in the playing.
George and Ringo.
Although my brother did actually write a couple of the songs, and then I changed them around and give them a jazz version of it. So that's going to be something different. We hope we don't lose all our subscribers, because a lot of them are instrumentals, and that not everybody digs that. But it again is just part of this whole process of getting this music out. And should I go ahead and give the quote now? Is this the time?
Yeah.
So David Henry Thoreau made a famous quote where he said, "Most men live their lives in quiet desperation." I think most of us have heard that term, but not everybody has heard the last half of that. Says that most men live their lives in quiet desperation and die with their songs still in them. And so when we started to put this together, both Uncle Walt songs, my jazz songs, and what is going to come after the jazz songs, these songs that we wrote and played, more of a rock and folk rock and psychedelic rock, they were the songs that were important to us, and they've been locked inside of us for 10, 20, 30, 40, some of them 50 years. And we don't want to die with those songs still in us. And so that's what...
Some need to die, however.
That's true. And some have killed us. but some of them aren't bad. And those are the ones that we're going to try to present to everybody.
What we're doing here, as you can see, we have such a wide variety of music that we are into. We have like rock. We like old rock. We like classic rock. We like country. We like country, classic country. We like jazz. We like smooth jazz. We like all kinds of stuff. That's what we do. We play whatever we feel like playing. We have a number of songs coming up that's going to be able to... Are you okay?
Yeah, I went down the wrong throat.
Oh, it's okay. Your voice has changed finally. So anyway, we have a lot of songs, a lot of variety of songs. If anything appeals to you, we love you to come back. Because if you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like what we're doing, give us 2 thumbs down. If you want to be on this ride with us, we want you to rock our subscribe bar and ring our bell, because
it's another nickel.
He went to South City to a pot smoking bash. Most of us know him as Turkey Mclash. He drank and he smoked and then wound up in jail. But his gal came a-running to deliver the bell. Get down, boy! She looked really pretty, around her waist was a sash. She had plenty of greenbacks, she brought plenty of cash. He was under the illusion that his surname was Sue. She said, I'm your gal, and that gave him the clue. Play it pretty now. Still a bit groggy and on his forehead a gash. He began to remember he was Turkey Mclash. Turkey Mclash. Turkey Mclash. Turkey Mclash. Turkey Mclash. Now come on, big turkey. Yeah, come on, big turkey. Yeah, Turkey Mclash. So long, turkey. My attorney will be in touch.